How does Core 4 help win impossible games? Well, this is an interesting concept. If you go back to yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday's video, then you go back and watch that. We're talking about this idea of the code, a framework for telling the truth. What's real in your life? What are your raw feelings about it? What's been your relevant focus? And what is your commitment to radical results in your life? But we then discussed how that was a necessary framework in order to create an impossible game, a 12-month vision for you as an elevated doctor. From where you are now, the difficulties and the struggles that you've got to go through to an impossible reality that's literally impossible for you. And to do that, you have to look at the facts of your current frame. And by that, I mean, well, what's going on for you right now? Where are you at in your body? Where are you at in your being or your spirituality? Where are you at in your balance, your relationship with your spouse, with your kids, with your parents, with your siblings, with your friends? What's going on there? And then where are you at with the relationship to your business, your medical skill sets, your medical income? How much did you make last year? Who's in your team? Where are you working? Are you happy? But getting clear on that, the facts of your frame, then opened up the capacity for you to create a new reality for yourself, an expanded reality, something different, where the things that aren't working in your life get better, and those that are the things that aren't working get fixed, and those that are get better. And this vision of yourself, the facts of your freedom in 12 months' time, that this could be a reality that you could be experiencing. 12 months, it's going to go past. It's going to be there. We are going to be in 2024 in 12 months' time. The question is, will you still be living exactly the same as you are now, still struggling with the same difficulties, or will you commit to a vision of you at this greater place, these facts of your freedom? And then we looked at how that was going to happen. How are you going to get to an impossible place, a place that is literally impossible for you to be at right now? And that's because you're limited by your current frame. So being called forward to this reality where things are better in your life across all areas of your life, how are you going to pull that off? And we talked about the facts of your focus. What's it going to look like in 4 weeks' time? 12 months is too far, but you need it to set the direction. And then peeling back to go, okay, where do I need to be in 4 weeks that's going to take me towards that impossible game, so that you can potentially logarithmically bridge the gap between where you are now and where you will be. And so 4 weeks is not so far. It's possible to hit that 4-week expansion, and then breaking it down to the facts of your fire. Like, what's the fire for the week that needs to be lit? What needs to be done to take you to that monthly mission, that monthly target? And we put all of that together under the concept of winning impossible games. This is a reality that is possible for you. It's just not possible as you are right now. You have to grow. You have to expand. You have to deal with the problems of your life. This takes work. And the question is, how are you going to do that? And I want to introduce to you this idea of Core 4. These 4 areas of life: body, being, balance, and business. And that if you commit to them on the daily, every day doing something towards each of these, then that is going to build your capacity, build your power. And the things that must be done in order to reach that impossible game become real, become possible. That you actually have the capacity. It's kind of like a chemical reaction. I don't know if you remember this from when you went through chemistry in year 11 and year 12, and there's on one side is the energy of the current chemicals, and then in order to get to the new transformed version, the chemicals combined, there was an energy that was required, and sometimes you could have a catalyst to get across it, and it would reduce the energy that was needed. But I want you to consider that a daily commitment to the habits of Core 4 is what allows you to bridge that gap. And where are you going to do this? Well, you're going to do it in all 4 areas. And if you get clever, or not clever if you get smart, or you're just, I want to know what a score is, gamify this whole thing, then you could give yourself half a point. for a couple of different things, 2 specific things in each of these categories. And I'll introduce you those now. So in body, we're going to do something with our body, sweat a little. And this could be called fitness. You get half a point for fitness every day. This could be a walk. If some of you are very overweight, it might just be a walk, 10-minute walk. If some of you are heavily into your bodies, then it would be continuing to invest into it. Did I lift weights? Did I stretch? Did I go surfing? Did I go for a walk? Did I do yoga? Did I go for a bike ride? All of these things, moving the body, getting some energy into the body. And then secondly, the idea of fuel, that is something to nourish the body, whether that was some fresh vegetables or a juice or a smoothie or whatever it is, something that's healthy to fuel your body, half a point. And you do both of those and you get 1 point for body. Then we can move into the idea of being. Well, what's being? Being is this concept of spirituality or a idea that there is something greater than us. And I want to give you 2 important methods here. One is meditation. Meditate 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day. You get half a point for meditating. And then memoirs, writing down something about where you are right now. I want you to consider that the pace of life is so fast at the moment that your ability to recall last week, let alone last month or 3 months ago, is pretty poor. You need to be documenting what's going on so you can look back and go, oh my goodness, I was facing those things. Now, easy, but then very difficult. Look how much I've grown. As well as leaving a memoir of your life. What lessons did you learn? What challenges did you face? What discoveries did you make? Imagine that you could hand a document or a book of all of the discoveries of life that you've made for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-grandchildren. But if you never write anything down, then there's not going to be anything like that. It's just going to be an empty blank. You'll have a very small eulogy and a very small epitaph, and that's it. People are like, oh yeah, he lived a good life. I've got this with my father right now. Don't have that much. He didn't document daily. My uncle documents daily. So if you choose to do that, and I'd suggest it's a really great idea, half a point for you. So now we've got half a point for fitness, half a point for fuel, half a point for memoirs, half a point for meditation. And then there are people in your life, and I want you to get into the habit of sending them notes of appreciation, of gratitude, of love. And this could be a physical note, but it could also be a text message. It could be an audio recording, it could be a video, but some distribution of your appreciation and gratitude for other people in your life. You do not know what benefits this could have. It will, in my experience, increase your relationship with those people, that there will be a deposit of energy, love, gratitude, and appreciation that can be drawn upon in future need. This is very helpful. Sometimes you'll need to go to war with your kids and say, hey, what you're doing right now is not appropriate. But if you've never invested into them, if you've never put any energy into them, when you come to them, they're like, I don't even want to listen to you. Piss off, Dad. But if you have put these investments into them, at least it gives you a chance of opening a conversation with them and say, hey, I see what you're doing. Have you thought about where this might take you and whether that's the wisest choice? Have you thought about this other direction? And then we come down to the last one of the core 4, business. And what's this got? Well, this has got some study in it. This might be studying medicine, taking out your CPD points. It could just be 10 minutes reviewing the new heart guidelines or looking at a antidepressant equivalence chart. But some daily investment into medicine and the study of medicine to keep you up to date. And could it be other things? It could be. It could be an investment of time and energy into reading a book about marriage or about raising kids or whatever interests you have. But some dedicated time to study and documentation of that as well. What did you learn? What did it mean? And how are you going to apply it to your life? Half a point. And then finally, sharing that with another. Could be a Facebook Live like this one. get half a point. But it could also be, hey, this is what I found, to your team or to your other doctors. If you've got a group chat, hey, I'm studying this is what I found. And you can begin to leverage the other doctors that you know. And by sharing this information, each of you gets to benefit the notes that you took, and you get to see their notes. It's like, oh, cool, I'm feeling involved in the evolution of medicine. We've got some challenges in medicine. We've got challenging patients. We've got challenging knowledge expansion. We've got AI. You need to have the power in your life to actually get through these challenges. They're not going to go away. The world isn't going to suddenly change and go back to how it was. Not going to happen. But these three ideas, the code, the impossible game, and the core, can transform your life. If you are struggling as a doctor, if you're like, you know what, I got some problems. I'm overweight. I feel disconnected. I feel purposeless. My marriage is breaking down. My kids don't love me. I'm feeling lost in my journey as a doctor. I don't know what to do anymore. Then send me a direct message. Let me know what's going on. We can use these tools to get you aligned back to your purpose, to why you are a doctor. To be in service, but also not at the cost of your life. That you, as a doctor who is living in power, who's fit, who's happy, who's connected, who's well-resourced, this is a doctor that can sustain in these conditions. So if that's you, send me a direct message, DM, direct message me and let me know what's going on in you, and then we'll take a conversation from there. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you're having an awesome day. Look forward to seeing you on another video very soon.